So I'm on my way to go catch the bus up here. I just left the library. I took a picture of the front part of the car, a bumper that was left back there in the corner of Belfield Ave, which is this street, and what do you call it, Forbes, by either the police, if they had to impound a car, or whoever towed it away, just to do research as why do they leave parts of cars behind instead of taking it with them, because you could actually, pardon my French, hold on a second. Oh yeah, excuse me, I just said that. Who said that? That guy right there, man. My ass. But so I don't know why they leave parts of cars behind, whenever after accidents, eventually they do actually, somebody comes by and either throws it away. Usually they ask the person, if you get in an accident, something like your bumper falls off, when the car tows it, are you going to need that? Because the person themselves could, ask somebody to pick it up for them. They say, nah, I don't have nobody to get it. So you leave it there, and I don't know if you get a fine if you don't pick it up or whatever, but it might be the person responsibility to pick it up. It might not be. It might be the city, whoever, whatever, okay? Long story short though, the reason why I took a picture of the bumper or whatever is because that's forensics work. So many people that are fans of the TV show Forensics Files, Law and Order, whatever cop show you watch, you think that forensics officers only show up whenever somebody dies to study dead bodies. We don't just study dead bodies. We also study evidence, ballistics, whatever. And sometimes it's not even when a homicide happens. Sometimes it's when a accident happens, because that also could be homicide. It could be vehicular homicide, or even when nobody dies, it could just be whatever. So you have to figure out who was really at fault in the accident. Well, the way the car was hit, when you look at the bumper here, it would mean that it was the other person, not the person that actually says it was, So that's forensics work. And you're like, I never see forensics officers. I've been in plenty of accidents. Your average law enforcement officer knows a lot about forensic science, even if their specific job is not forensic science. They know a lot about it. It's just when it comes down to the come down, they leave it to the forensics officers to mostly do forensic works, but they do a little bit of forensic works themselves. As you can see in one of my last videos, when you search on my timeline on any one of my Instagrams, last week on forensics officer. Hold on, I got let another one out. Nope, this is cutting it a little bit too close there. I don't want to do that. But there was a fire truck that I don't want to shard my drawers there. I almost shard myself. There was a fire truck that needed to be called because there was an accident, and I videotaped it. And there was an officer, he's not one of my favorite officers. Anybody looks like they know a lot about martial arts, I tend to favor them. I like those guys. It's not so much that I really want to be like them. It's a little mixture of I want to be able to, defend myself like them, but I never actually want to be in a situation where they have to defend all of humanity from somebody like me, because I'd be in trouble then. So I'm pretty sure, anybody would in that situation. But he was taking pictures of the vehicle with his camera. That's forensics work. It's forensics photography. So if you guys out there are a forensic student or somebody who's new, as far as entry level, you're doing independent contractor for a work study program or an internship, paid or not, and you're not hip to this or doing this right now, I do recommend you to go out and get Company Cam. It's an app on your iPhone. It might be available on your droid or not. I don't know. I don't have a droid. It's been a long time since I had one. But they're still very valid. They work out. They help for a lot of purposes. But I'm not making fun of anybody who has a droid phone. Don't even think that, dog. So many years, me and droid go back like babies and pacifiers. You heard? That was really unfair. That car pulled off and made that squeaky sound when I said pacifiers. I wanted you to hear that. I'm gonna say it one more time. Pacifiers. Old dirty curly ain't no liar. All right, but you know, get company cam, because a lot of forensics officers, not just now, you know, Donnie's not the first to tell you anything. They're hip. They do construction jobs on the sides too. They've been around before I was, stomping the yard. All right. And you know, company cam is not just something you can use for construction work and landscaping. Forensics officers been using it. So if you haven't been using it, go out and get it and be using it now. And don't forget to tell them whenever, hey, this is company cam. How we help you install this on your phone a little better. Don't forget to tell them Donnie sent you. You heard? And let them know, because they've been asking me, like, hey man, when are you gonna get the paid version and not the free version? Time is coming, man. Time is ticking like Jewels and Santana. You think I don't be listening? I know the whole verse, my nigga. Dipset. Yo, them company cam brothers, they be listening to Dipset. Word is bond, dog. They be hip, man. Don't think because they're white, they ain't right, dog. They're right and tight, all right? Get your company cam. Tell them Donnie sent you. Fund the police.